Hello everyone, I am Nivedita Jena from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation. Welcome to all of you to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. So today we are going to discuss about the ecological pyramids, its types and its significance and limitations. So let's start. So as we know that ecological pyramid is defined as a vertical bar graph in which the number of organisms or their biomass or the energy available at each tropic level is known and is shown with the producers forming the base on the successive tropic levels in the apex is called an ecological pyramid. So ecological communities possesses a definite trophic structure which is often characteristics of a particular type of ecosystem. The trophic structure and also trophic function of an ecosystem may be shown graphically by means of ecological pyramids. It essentially consists of a number of horizontal bars depicting specific trophic levels. The horizontal bars are arranged sequentially in hierarchic order from primary producer level at the base through herbivore and carnivore levels onward to end at the top carnivore level. The concept of ecological pyramids was first promulgated by a British ecologist, Charles Elton, in 1927. As such, they are also sometimes called Eltonian pyramids. So today they are recognized as standard tools for the comparing of various communities. So depending upon the type of unit under consideration, the numbers, biomass or energy, ecological pyramids can be of three different types. One is the pyramid of numbers, the second one is the pyramid of biomass, and the third one is the pyramid of energy. So the pyramid of numbers depicts the relationship in terms of the number of individuals or producers, herbivores, and the carnivores at their successive trophic levels. The pyramid of numbers is actually the result of three phenomena which usually operate simultaneously. One of these phenomena is the familiar geometrical fact that a great many small units are required to equal the mass of one big unit, regardless of whether the units are organisms or building blocks. Thus, even if the weight of large organisms were equal to the weight of the smaller ones, the number of smaller organisms would be vastly greater than that of the larger ones. And the second phenomenon contributing to the pattern of many small organisms and few large ones is the food chain. And the third factor involved in the pyramid of numbers is the inverse size metabolic pattern, uh, which is the metabolism per gram of biomass of the small plants and animals is immensely greater than the metabolic rate of large organisms such as trees and vertebrates. Then coming to the second one, which is pyramid of biomass. So the pyramid of biomass define that biomass is the amount of living matter present at a tropic level or any component population with at any particular point of time. It is measured in terms of living weight, dry weight, ash-free dry weight, or carbon weight. It represents the amount of living tissue or energy available as food for the organism at the next tropic level. An ecological pyramid constructed by taking the biomass at the tropic levels in a food chain into consideration is called the pyramid of biomass. The pyramid of biomass is of more fundamental interest since the geometric factor is eliminated and the quantitative relations of the standing crop are well shown. In general, the biomass pyramid gives a raw picture of the overall effect of the food chain relationships for the ecological group as a whole, and it can be of two types like upright pyramid of biomass and the another one is inverted pyramid of biomass. So the upright pyramid of biomass occurs when the larger net biomass of producers supports a smaller weight of consumers, When the total weight of individuals at successive trophic levels is plotted and the weight of the producers is large, and that of consumers decreases at each successive trophic level. And the inverted pyramid of biomass happens when the smaller weight of producers support consumers of larger weight. If the size of the organisms differs greatly at different trophic levels, and if organisms of lower levels are much smaller than those of higher levels, the biomass pyramid may be inverted. For example, where size of the producers is very small and that of the consumers large, the total weight of the latter may be greater at any one moment, an inverted pyramid of biomass results. Then the third type of ecological pyramid is pyramid of energy. The third type of ecological pyramid of energy, overcomes many of the objections raised in connection with pyramids of numbers and biomass. In the energy pyramid, each horizontal slice represents the total amount of energy utilized by the different feeding types in a stipulated area and over a set period of time, and is always upright. In other words, it indicates the amount of flow of energy at each trophic level in an ecosystem and the role played by different organisms in the transfer of energy. The pyramid of the three types of ecological pyramids, the energy pyramid gives by far the best overall picture of the functional nature of communities, since the number of and weight of organisms that can be supported at any level in any situation depends not on the amount of fixed energy present at any one time in the level just below, but rather on the rate at which food is being produced. In contrast with the numbers and biomass pyramids, which are pictures of the standing states, that is, organisms present at any one moment, the energy pyramid is a picture of the rates of passage of food mass through the food chain. Its shape is not affected by variations in the size and metabolic rate of individuals, and if all sources of energy are considered, it must always be right side up because of the second law of thermodynamics. So the advantages of energy pyramids included the ecological or food pyramids provide a lot of information regarding the structure and energy relationship of an ecosystem. Some of the advantages of the energy pyramids are like it takes into account the productivity. It can, in contrast to the standing states of organisms at a given time, indicated by the pyramid of numbers or biomass. Energy pyramids not only allow a comparison of the relative importance of species populations but also comparison between different ecosystems. It allows provision for including the solar energy as an extra slice at the base. And also the limitations of ecological pyramids are a number of euryphagic species may practice more than one mode of nutrition or may even occupy two or more trophic levels, and ecological pyramids fail to depict them properly. So the detritus greatly affects the ecosystems by acting as an important source of energy, but the pyramids do not incorporate this aspect. Similarly, saprophytes play a vital role, but they are neglected, and ecological pyramids fail to indicate the diurnal and seasonal variations in the activities of the organisms. Thank you.